Greetings, everybody. Today is Independence Day 2025, and today President Trump will sign his big, beautiful bill. I know there's some controversy in it, but one of the things that is nice about that bill is it is going to extend the tax cuts that he put in place in his first term that lowered all the tax brackets for everybody in the country. And as a thought to young people, you get 4 years, I guess everybody gets 4 years of these lowered tax brackets to do some important things. And one of those things that I wanted to mention was ROTH IRA accounts. So if you've never known what an IRA was, I want to let you know that a Roth account is a magical account, and it for compounding and for the future. And I really suggest that young people invest in a Roth IRA as quickly as they possibly can. And I practice this wisdom. I've taught my son and my daughter that they both need Roth IRA accounts, and I've been trying to help them invest as much as they possibly can into those. Their ages 22 and 24. And the reason why a Roth account is so powerful is because once money goes into the account, then it grows tax-free for the rest of your life, and then you can pull it out after age 59 and a half tax-free. You can actually pull the contributions out anytime, so that's an important thing to know. If you need an emergency fund or something, you can use your Roth account to do that, because the contributions can come out anytime. It's just the growth that happens in that account that can't come out. So when you're younger, you pay very little in taxes because you just don't make enough. So the yearly limit, well, first you have to have earned income in order to put money into the account. So if you're a student and you're not earning any money, you can't contribute to this. But if you have any kind of income, a job of any kind, you can put up to $7,500 into a Roth account. And so then once it gets in, it just grows, it compounds year after year after year. When you get more income as you get into a job, the tax rates are still low right now. So there's a 10% bracket, a 12% bracket, and after the next 4 years, those brackets are going to increase to 12% and 15%. So because these tax cuts got extended, it's more favorable to be putting money in a Roth right now. Now, the younger you are getting money in these funds, the more the compounding will work year after year. And I did a calculation the other day. It was kind of fun. I actually used a website that had what's called a Coast FIRE calculator in it. And FIRE stands for Financial Independence, Retire Early. So if you just look up Coast FIRE calculator, I'm sure you'll find one of these things. And basically it says, if you're young, how much do you have to put into an account in order to never have to put any more in the account and be able to retire off the money that you invested. And so I looked up the number. If you're 19 years old and you're going to retire at age 60, it's either 67 or 65, how much money do you have to have saved in order to have just the money make enough to retire on? And the answer was about $31,000. And that kind of surprised me. That's not a lot. I guess if you're young and you're working, that's quite an amount. You don't have to save it all in 1 year. You can save it over time, and every amount that you save, the younger in life you are, the more number of years you have in order for that to compound. So the younger you are, the more money you can get in, the more compounding will work for you. And so let's say you start at age 19, you put in $7,500, and then age 20, you put in $7,500, and then 21, you put in $7,500, and then 22, you put in $7,500, 23, you put in $7,500, 24, you put in $7,500. Well, you're getting up to the point where you're getting closer to that amount where you reach the Coast FIRE number. So then by the time you're 25, 28, something like that, you never have to put anything else in your savings account, your retirement account, and you'll have the equivalent of $1 million today that you can spend $40,000 a year every year, and you'll never run out of money. So that's kind of interesting. The younger you are, the better it is for compounding, and getting money into a Roth account will really help your tax rate or your taxes over time, because you can pull that money out tax-free. So that's kind of my thought. During these next 4 years, you have lower tax rates to be able to put money in your Roth account. And it's not just young folks, it's anyone working in the 20s, 30s, or 40s. You know, put the money in the Roth account. You're going to end up paying taxes on the money that you would put there, but then you're never going to pay taxes again. And chances are tax rates are going to go up in the future. So, you know, just the way the economics works. So getting funds in these Roths protects it from the tax man in the future, and that's probably a good idea, because most likely these rates will not last for a long time, and taxes just steal money from what's normally yours. So you got to pay as little tax you possibly can, because it acts like a gain. So there you go. Try to get money in your Roth account. Really look at those. They're magical accounts. They're really much better than traditional IRAs, traditional 401ks. And I highly recommend learning everything you can about a Roth account and saving as much as you possibly can as soon as you can in life, because then year after year compounding will work. Well, I must say, you got to invest it in something. So don't just put the money in a Roth account and do nothing with it. Make sure it's invested in something. Like VOO is an S&P 500 account, and the S&P has grown about 10% per year over the past many decades. So that could be something. I like MLPA, which is a pipeline ETF that has a high yield of 7.5%. That's really cool, but make sure you're investing in something that's going to grow, because you need that growth compounding year after year to make the biggest difference in your life. So get a Roth account, learn how to invest it in something, VOO or VTSAX, or SPY or MPLA or AMLP. Those are some possibilities you might look into. It's not financial advice. I'm just a YouTuber, but those are some interesting things in this educational video that you might look for. We'll see you. Like and subscribe.